derailed and infected and demoralized and in the undertow of negativity at work. But there is one thing I do think you should engage more freely, and that is your left and right foot. And when you are around really negative energy, you just need to say, excuse me, I don't feel so good all of a sudden. I don't know why, but I need some air, and just walk away. And people get it. You don't have to say, once in a while you can say, I don't know why, do you? But that's just if you want to have some fun. But otherwise, I'm quite serious. Your best protection, and the other thing to do is sing. It creates an auric field, a high vibration. And by the way, don't underestimate the power of song. Einstein was questioned about how he learned how he discovered the theory of relativity. He said, I didn't discover it. I was singing and it dropped into my head in its entirety. Because when you sing, you open up the upper chakras and you access yourself to the angelic realm. And things can just shoot right in. But it's going to take practice, Roger. This is going to take practice to not get energetically infected. So the other thing you can do is frequently and often say to yourself, I love my spirit. I love my spirit. And say to those around you, I love your spirit. I'm not too fond of your pet, but I love your spirit. Love your spirit. And even throw people off at work by saying that. Say, how's your spirit today? Honestly, I have traveled around the world. I have worked in convents, I have worked in churches, I have worked in hospitals, I have worked with lawyers. How's your spirit? And the thing is, it's all like theater, but when we say, how's your spirit, you're instantly out of theater and back to truth. And you can actually build up a frequency so that when people cross into your space, they will resonate with that frequency. And when you work on the phone and you deal with clients, say, how's your spirit today? Just say, how's your spirit today? It'll immediately stop them from going into the autopilot of negativity that drives this earth. It gives them an instant way out. How's your spirit? And if they go into blah, 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 say, oh, that must be hurt in your spirit. It must be awfully hard in your spirit. Roger, you email me and let me know. Sonia@SoniaChoquette.com, and let me know if that doesn't work. And if you email me and give me your address, I'll send you a copy of Trust Your Vibes at Work, okay? All right? My pleasure, because this is what we need to do. We need to go into the trenches and not get derailed. Not be thrown off. I'm going to say it really quickly before we finish, because this is really important. The human heart is the container of the spirit. But there are 4 quadrants to the human heart, and we need all 4 open to really channel an effective spirit. The first quadrant, the upper right, is the open heart. That is the heart of the child. When you're open, when your heart is open, you expect good things. You look forward to life. You look forward to connecting with people. You look forward to gifts, and you expect the world to be good to you. If you do not have an open heart, you lock your spirit out. When the heart is not open, you're negative and cynical and defended. So you have to pray for that quadrant to open. The second quadrant, and this is the one you need to pay particular attention to, the second quadrant, which is the right lower, that quadrant is what we call the clear heart. The clear heart is the heart that doesn't take the world personally, that understands that people are in pain and that their behavior is just protective. What I said earlier in the evening, managing that ego and protecting it, there's no awareness of anyone else, let alone how we affect one another. And that is a painful place to be, but if you're in clear heart, you basically are objective and you don't take it personally. It's not about me. And that's what you engage at work. It's the clear heart. When your heart isn't clear, the first thing you say is, why are you doing this to me? That's the first indication that you don't have a clear heart. Clear heart is victory. Clear when the heart is not clear, it's victimhood. Then the third quadrant, the upper left, the third quadrant is what we call the wise heart. The wise heart is the heart that is compassionate and forgiving and takes the long view and patient. The wise heart is the heart that recognizes we human beings are pretty dumb overall. And that we need to be extraordinarily tolerant and forgiving because we're all learning, even if we are learning at an excruciatingly slow pace. And we bring in humor. The wise heart is the heart that laughs. The wise heart is the heart that sees beyond the drama into the humor and ridiculousness of the human experience. When the heart is wise, everything is suffering and bleak, and what's the point? So engage the wise heart, Roger. You laugh all the way to work. You think to your boss, this little light of mine. I'm going to let it shine through you. And then here's the fourth channel. And this is the one I want to end our talk on because we're running out of time, but this is really important. This is the one, the chamber, the lower left, that I feel is really, really important, and the one that I believe is most neglected, especially in the spiritual communities as we have now. We have the open heart. We're working on the clear heart, and we try to have the wise heart, but here's the one that fails us most often, and the fourth quadrant is the courageous heart. The courageous heart is the heart that stays true to its goal no matter what's going on. And I want to give you a really quick story about how I learned about the courageous heart. A year ago in the summer, last summer, I went to South Africa with Hay House to work because all the proceeds go to an orphanage organization, nurturing orphans and babes for humanity. And so I went with my daughter and we spent a week there, and it was extraordinary. But at the end of it, we took 3 days and we went on a safari. And when we were there the third night, it was incredible. It was dark and on the savannah, and all of a sudden there was a lot of excitement, and all the different people came in their Range Rovers, full of people. They're all tourists, and they started telephoning back and forth, or walkie-talkie back and forth. There was a mother lion coming through with 5 cubs. And all the Range Rovers came, and here comes his mother lion. She was so close, I could hear her breathing. She was no more than 3 feet from me. And as she walked, people were flashing in cars with the Range Rovers, and she walked, and she did not look left, and she did not look right. She was taking her cubs to water, and all she did was focus on the goal. And those cubs behind her, 5 cubs, big cubs, did not look left and did not look right. Even though the cars were this close, they stayed focused on the goal. And as she walked by me, I got the spirit of what it means to be truly lion-hearted, courageous. It's so easy to get thrown off by this distraction.